Across the country, the crisis of missing and murdered Indigenous persons impacts every reservation.
For decades, Indigenous women, children, and men have either disappeared or been killed, oftentimes with no answers or closure for their families.
Over the next 2 weeks, KELOLAND News wants to shine a light on this hidden crisis.
To do this, a crew of reporters and photographers spent a week visiting with families from the Pine Ridge and Rosebud reservations.
While they were there, they spoke with a family who lost a loved one just 3 weeks ago. Tonight, in a special MMIP investigation, KELOLAND's Lauren Solik brings you the story of Maria Makes Him First.
On July 17th, the body of Maria Makes Him First was found in Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Days later, her loved ones gathered to say goodbye.
It wasn't her time to leave us, but we're here today, and we buried my aunt. You know, my dad and my uncle, they buried their sister. My cousins, you know, that's our aunt. Like, that's our dad's only sister. And now she's gone for no reason at all. It was just a senseless crime that should never happen.
The Oglala Sioux Tribe Department of Public Safety says the death is being investigated as a homicide. There were no arrests by the time of her funeral, and Maria's friends and family don't have many answers.
I don't know what goes in a criminal's mind, you know, maybe it's their own mess or something. I have no idea. I wouldn't know.
But what they do know is that Maria didn't always feel safe on the reservation as a member of the LGBTQ Two-Spirit community.
She was the kindest, loving, caring person that I knew. That, you know, she was scared in some situations because our tribe, our people were very homophobic because of the colonization and the boarding school era. They brought in that religion to hate LGBTQ Two-Spirit people, and she had that fear.
Monique Muffy Musso says Maria was both her relative and her Two-Spirit mentor. In 2019, Musso and her wife brought forward a hate crime protections law, which was passed by the Tribal Council. Under that law, hate crimes are now punishable by up to 1 year in jail.
We want justice. Yeah. We want justice for Maria. We want that hate crime to be part of that. And we need the violence to stop.
The crisis of missing murdered Indigenous persons impacts everyone: women, children, men, and the LGBTQ Native Two-Spirit community.
Not only here in South Dakota, but all across Turtle Island, impacted. So, like my wife said, it encompasses everything.
Some cases go unsolved, leaving families to wonder what happened to those they love. Maria's family hopes this case doesn't follow that trend.
I want justice for my sister. Right now I feel more anger than sadness. I feel both, but anger is what I feel and I'm frustrated.
We will do whatever we have to turn that around and start making these police officers, law enforcement, the administration, these schools take a look at this, the bullying, and watch for those signs.
As friends and family gathered in honor of Maria, they remembered who she was.
She had a big heart, and she connected with a lot of people. And she brought a lot of people together.
I mean, people came from every walk of life to see her, to be with her. So that in itself says who she was and how she wanted to be and how people remembered her. So that's the biggest thing that we want to push out there, that there's no reason why this should happen.
A 38-year-old sister, aunt, and friend from Oglala, South Dakota, gone too soon.
What if it's a person or more than one person? You know, they need to, you know, turn themselves in, or if you know who they are, if they're your family member, you know, turn them in, you know, because that's not right to kill someone for no reason at all.
This is her tribe, and she should have felt safe.
With KELOLAND Investigates, I'm Lauren Solik.
Now, tribal authorities have turned to social media in hopes of finding answers for what happened to Maria. KELOLAND News tried reaching out to the Oglala Sioux Tribe Department of Public Safety for any updates on the case, but have not heard back yet.